Good evening, brothers, sisters, and gender norm resistors. It's time for some more Powerwash Simulator with me, your host, Ollamh. Welcome. Yes, we are continuing on with the Muckingham files. Now I do have things set up so that we can kind of speed run this if we need to, so that we're not spending like 3 fucking hours on just one job. That is a little bit much. That is a bit much. I mean, I could kind of see it when it was, hey, you know, this is the final job. This is the end of the game. It's a huge task that you're undertaking, and it's of dire importance and stuff like that. But like, this is DLC's type stuff. It should not be that huge and everything. So we are moving on to the solar station for Thrust Industries. That is not for Blake Thrust, but for Anna, the head of coordinistics at Thrust Industries. Which coordinistics, really? That sounds like a complete and utter horrendous mouthful. So let's jump into it. I mean, obviously we're gonna have the big boy gun. And we have we have a water tank, pump pistons, the whole 9 yards, just like all kinds of, we've got all kinds of stuff here. Please feel free to clean the facility in whichever way you please, so long as it's systematic, efficient, and allows for its reopening at the earliest possible opportunity. Right. Whoop, that I did not do the jump that I was planning on doing. Ooh, okay. There we go. All right, there we go. Now we're up on top. All right. Like, with the satellite was just, there were so many just like small little things and stuff that basically, like, you couldn't really do it efficiently. Like, there was no efficiency to it, which sucked. All right. This, I mean, at least we're off to a rip-roaring start here. I was almost expecting, like, the water tank to have, like, rust and stuff on it. There we go. Rid of most of it. Come back around for cleaning up the fiddly bits. I guess there was an easier way up, wasn't there? All right, there we go. right, so see, yeah, this looks like it should be. Actually, shouldn't. It doesn't look too bad, really. Like if the snub nose with the white nozzle can handle most of the stuff, yeah, we should be good. I mean, there's a lot of stuff to it, sure, but it's not horrible. And of course, this is supposed to be a calming and relaxing type of stream, so, you know, not your action-packed stuff. That we reserve that for, you know, earlier in the evening. Okay, so the ladder is where we're gonna really start getting the rust and oil and stuff. I'm sure, like, the front of these will need to be hit and stuff like that, yeah. But let's go ahead and take care of the water pipes, too. Or at least, like, the tops and stuff like that. The areas that you really can't hit from anywhere other than right up on them. I love how she's like, yes, do it in whatever way you want, as long as, like, that's not, you know, if you're putting conditions on it, then it's not my choice. I have to do it as you want it. course, this is somebody that Blake Thrust hired in order to, like, run his company, so... Or I guess not necessarily to run his company, but to, streamline his company. So let's snap that back. You. All right. Can hit this one on the top. Yeah, I'm not doing the pixel hunting that I had to do last time. Okay, so back to the snub gun, get rid of the rust, or what I'm assuming is rust. We could go ahead and turn on the dirt details. Oh, hey, see, it is marking it as sand. They do have sand on their list of things, so well, that's good. Yeah, I don't know why that wasn't like labeled as sand. Maybe they just thought grime sounded better. All right. Oh shit. That was a bit further than I intended to fall. But it's all right. All right. Let's get an extension on here. See, I think we should be able to hit that actually from the ground. All right. These pipes, I'm sure we can run up these, so we don't necessarily need to get them perfect on the, you know, on the top from here. Yeah, it is rust on the ladder. I figured as much. Damn bird. Actually, you know what? Let's take care of our little bird problem here. So, ambient noise. We're going to take the ambient noise down a bit. Yeah, it's hard to tell. Maybe it was alien goo, so nobody really knew what the hell it was. I mean, you know, they did have alien hunters sticking around there. Like, even their electrician was a conspiracy theorist. Also, hello, Moon Mage. See, yeah, this one doesn't seem like it's going to be as bad as the satellite fish. I don't know why. Like, we're going to be making more money, so I mean, maybe it's just a matter of, hey, it's a bigger deal. Or maybe it's the fact that it's Thrust Industries and, you know, they like spending money. I'm okay with that. I will take all of Thrust's money if he wants. Though I think at this point, Blake Thrust has gone missing. And it may be, they may be in the process of, like, you know, taking over his stuff. Like, we do know that's what happens, is that somebody, like, takes over Thrust Industries. We don't know who takes it over. Does the government take it over? Does somebody just like buy it out? It sounds like they just kind of like the company just like is given away or something. Like maybe he had it in his, maybe he had a will that was like, hey, so yeah, whoever takes me down or whoever's the last person that I worked with, they get everything. Kind of like a Willy Wonka type thing. Like, yeah, we don't know what's gonna happen, so yeah, we're just gonna give it away to somebody. Of course, I still think Willy Wonka like owed a shit ton in taxes and was being investigated by the newly formed OSHA and was like, yep, let's just get rid of it. I have my nest egg. I am getting the hell out of Dodge. Get me all paranoid because I'm like, all of a sudden, like, one part of it won't come clean. It's like, what the hell? Oh, that's the one part that you decided needed to be rusty, huh? Alright, so a lot of this is rusty. Alright, fine. I still maintain that you can't just be like, hey, so we're just going to blast the rust with a shit ton more water. That's only going to make it worse. But we're also going to take it to there. I think I've got most of that done now. At least the inside. I could probably go through and do the underside, but... And probably should. See, the pipes and panels and stuff sure are going to be a bit more of a pain, but I don't think they're going to be that bad. We're already about 20% of the way done. That's what I thought. thought about it. I'm like, wait, did I hit it from up here? No, I did not hit it from up here. All right. All right, let's get the extra long and see if we can, yeah. Well, I think we'd be better off probably with the green. At least for the top couple. This is the stuff. This is this part that's just like, oh yeah. You may notice as you work that some of the apparatus appears, at least to the uninformed, to be linked to the water industry. Yeah. Nothing could be further from the truth. I'm cleaning a water tank. That said, it is linked to the water industry, but those parts are purely legacy and not integral to the current operation. So, why are you maintaining them? Do you actually generate any solar energy, or is it like all hydroelectric? I mean, this is Thrust Industries. I do not trust Thrust Industries. Warning, do not excavate. Low pressure water pipe buried below ground. I mean, look, we already know that, you know, Mr. Blake had had a deal with the mayor and everything. We already know that the mayor, like, let him dictate how the water was going to be moved around and stuff, so don't try and fucking don't try and bullshit us. I mean, Blake Thrust was getting water from, had the mayor move, you know, shift the river over, or divert the river, I guess, so that, you know, he could get water for his excavation into the volcano. Who do you think had to clean up that shit show? that the railing? Yes, it was. Okay, good. I was going to say, I'm like, okay, was that the railing? Please tell me that was the railing, because I'm kind of ready to be done with the railing. Don't be a complete and utter dick about the railing. All right. Now, yeah, this is not nearly as encrusted as the satellite dish. I still love the fact that the satellite dish wasn't even like a broadcast. It wasn't even like a local TV, TV station or anything. No, it was like we're trying to find proof of alien life type of thing. Like, we're broadcasting all kinds of shit out into the universe, because why the fuck not? Okay, so we do need to be pretty close under it in order to hit everything. Okay, let's see if we can't find... There we go. All right. So we do have a bit of rust there. Only a bit, though. See, this I don't mind. I don't mind a lot of stuff to clean, as long as it's not like, oh, hey, so you're going to be switching all over the frackin' place on everything, like, constantly. Like, a little bit to clean, you know, a little bit of stuff to clean that's really detailed and really busy and stuff like that, sure. I'm okay with that. Or a lot of stuff that's like, you know, a lot of stuff, but it's not too terribly hard to clean, sure. But when you have a huge fucking area and, oh, hey, it's, you know, a lot of it is really difficult to clean, that just gets annoying. Rust here. All right, so you're almost done. Wait, is there another seam? All right, this ring's got a bit more. Well, I love the fact that, like, it's amusing that when she's like, okay, so, you know, it may appear to the untrained eye that this is connected to this. It couldn't be further from the truth. In fact, it is, but it's redundant. It's old stuff. It's not actually, it's not used that way anymore. So, you know, even if you think it is, which it is, it's not what you think. Like, okay, well, what? How do you justify it? All right, so that trim ring, that rim, and this rim. Okay. All right, well, there's that rim. Like, and either you guys have never cleaned this, or this water is still in this water. The water pipes and stuff are still in use. How else would you explain all the how else do you explain all the rust? I mean, okay, look, it's Thrust Industries. I get it. They don't explain the rust because they don't acknowledge the rust. They actually did give us a ladder this time. All right, so water valve. Yeah, that's probably going to be a little rusty. So we get up on here. All right, fine. There we go. All right. I think that's everything with the water tank done. Well, I mean, okay, there's still some pipes to go. Welcome back. We got a text message, or a message, I guess, while you were gone. She was saying that, you know, right, do it as efficiently as possible. You may notice as you work that some of the apparatus appears, at least to the uninformed, to be linked to the water industry. Nothing could be further from the truth. That said, it is linked to the water industry, but those parts are purely legacy and not integral to the current operations. So, it's not tied to the waterworks, but it is tied to the waterworks. Anna may not be a thrust, but she talks and thinks like one. Well, she tries to, at least. I can't help but think that Blake wouldn't have even mentioned it I mean, he certainly wouldn't have been like, it looks like it is, but it isn't. But it is. Like, she sounds like she's reading from a company script. And then, like, going completely off script to be actually open and honest with us. Or at least as much as she is aware. I can't help but think that we're going to find out that this is actually like, you know, it's like, oh, hey, so the solar panels are connected to nothing. And it's all and it's all powered by like water pressure. Maybe I get the feeling that, yeah, she's definitely trying to like cover her ass. But like I said, it sounds almost like she's like, okay, this is the official this is the official company statement. Now, as to what's really going on, like I said, I will not be surprised if we find out that, like, this doesn't actually produce any fucking power whatsoever. Or at least, you know, not the power, not to where it's supposed to be producing the power. Either it doesn't produce the power where it to where it's supposed to, or it's like, yeah, so we produce power actually via like a water turbine. We're using the water supply from the city to power everything. At least she's not, like, harping on us trying to give us pointers on how to be more efficient. Like that jerk from the carnival. I loved his recommendation of just spray the water straight up in the air and let gravity do its thing. It's like, but that's not going to hit where the water needs to hit. All right. I'm still kind of questioning why they need pressure pump pistons. So many intake pipes and inverter unit. All right, let's hop over here. Okay, so we've got that one. There's that. There's that. We still have some stuff to hit on the lower cylinder. Ah. There we go. All right. That should be all of this stuff. Yep. Okay. Cool. Ladders? We don't need no stinking ladders. We have the power of parkour. All right, let's go ahead and come up and do the top portions here, I guess. Ooh, hey now. There we go. All right, so this one's done. Good. Actually, I don't think we need to be this high up. Let's say, we are on the snub nose, right? Like, we should be able to hit anywhere and everywhere. All the lovely little nooks and crannies. Well, that wasn't good. Alright, fine, we'll use the scaffolding, I guess. Alright. All right. You may well ask, why install a solar farm in the middle of the desert on top of a water station? That is a good question. Of course, it goes without saying that asking a question doesn't necessitate an answer. I didn't ask the question, you did, so... I think we're all too fixated on having questions answered these days. Don't you agree? Why should I answer you? Yeah, there's surely nothing shady going on about this. Nothing at all. Everything's perfectly normal when somebody's like, hey, so we're too fixated, you know, people are too fixated on having their questions answered. That really builds trust, let me tell you, just woof. He is definitely a good corporate stooge. We got to get rid of the rust. Like, I don't know where Blake found her, but man, she is, yeah, this Anna gal is very much like the perfect ball person for any of his misdeeds. Like, she is full in, drinking the Kool-Aid, the whole 9 yards. Although I guess it should be she's full in drinking the Flavor Aid. If we want to get technical about it. The Jonestown massacre, the Jonestown situation, they had Flavor Aid, not Kool-Aid. I think well, let's get up in here. Make sure we really get that scene. Come on now. There we go. I'm not surprised that that they have a VR version for it. for Escape Simulator, because it's like, yeah, it very much does strike me as the perfect, like, oh hey, you know, you're already basically like in that perfect first person view, so now I wonder if by the time we're done, if Anna isn't gonna just crack and be like, I'm sorry, I can't do this shit anymore. Blake Thrust is a horrible boss. He's a slime bag. He's, you know, the solar panels aren't even hooked up to anything. He's just, you know, he's siphoning energy from somewhere, getting the energy from somewhere else and pretending that it's coming from here. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if she just, like, totally fucking cracks. Oh, I'm totally hoping she does. I want to know exactly all the bad shit that Blake Thrust and his Thrust Enterprises does. Like, we already know that his grandpa or great grandpa was did really cheap ass work. Not because he was trying to save money, but because he was trying to distract everybody from the fact that he was stealing money and running away with it. Like, we know that the Thrust family are not good. They are not good people. The family in general is just really bad. Of course, we also know that the Jefferson family was pretty bad, too. Like, At least the men of the Jefferson family were bad. Jury's still out on his sister. Yes, get me up here. And the pressure piston probably is going to need hit from... Oh, you know what? Yeah. I know where we need to go. They refuse to use ladders. Ladders is for chumps. Alright, so the cylinder still needs some work. But I just noticed where it is. Where the work needs to be done. There we go. Much better. Alright, so... pressure output valve. All right. Utility grade. Utility grade what? What exactly is it converting? Oh, well, that's fun. Nothing like pouring tons and tons of water onto something, then finding out that, hey, be careful. There's electricity in here. The number of times we should be dead, is just astronomical at this point. The amount of times that we have just like sprayed into electrical panels and vents and stuff like that. It's like, yep, we should totally be dead. Solar. Look, just because you write solar on the door doesn't mean that it is. I mean, I could write billionaire on my front door. Doesn't make it true. So now I need to get up onto the roof. I think we just have the panels now, don't we? Here, so large panel, right? Okay. Okay, so yeah, we are most of the way. I mean, okay, we're 50% of the way done, but we only have the solar panels and solar canopy to deal with now. All right. See, putting a solar farm out in the desert that makes sense. That actually makes sense. And that's where you're going to get the most, potentially the most uninterrupted sunlight. However, putting it on top of a water plant, yeah, that is a little suspicious. Let's just... That is an excellent question. I have no idea how we have footprints when we're crawling on our belly. All right, there we go. Oh, good gods. Okay. I think we're going to speed this up a bit. We are going to, yeah, we're going to kind of speed run this a bit. You may also ask, why wash down the water facility when they are purely legacy and not involved in the day-to-day operations? Yes. How about that? Let me guess. That's another one of those issues of people expect all the answers, don't they? Like, for somebody who's not giving answers, you're posing a lot of questions that really should have answers. Come on. Fine. Where's the ladder? I don't need that. I need the ladder. Where did we put the ladder? Oh, there it is. Can we even put it? Oh, apparently we cannot put it anywhere here. Fine. We'll put you there. And we'll grab this. Why not? Might as well. Alright. Again, this is micro shit that's just, like, gonna be fucking annoying as hell. We're not getting caught up into the frustration of the same shit as we had yesterday. You may further ask, is this alleged facility in any way linked to Muckingham's alleged water shortage and the mayor's alleged mining rig? Is it? Like, I feel like you were like, I feel like your boss would be very pissed off if he found out that you were just like asking these questions or suggesting that somebody should ask these questions. Like, it really does feel like she's saying, hey, here's the questions you should be asking yourself. Because we know it wasn't the mayor's mining rig. It was Thrust. It was Blake Thrust's. Your boss. So is this how they got the water out? Is they diverted it to this facility? Anybody who comes by is like, well, they're not using any water. This is a solar facility. I mean, she's giving us the corporate lines and then saying, hey, so, I'm not going to give you the answers, but here's the questions you should be asking yourself. First, let's sluice this side. Go ahead and crouch down so that we're slower. axis. Yeah, there we go. Much better. All right. right. So we have the lower edge and one of the panels. All right, so which panel didn't ding? There we go. Now we just need to do this lower edge. There we go. I must commend you in the quality of your work. Remarkably, the panels have increased in efficiency beyond the levels achieved directly after installation. Many thanks. We won't hesitate to contact you again should we be in need. Although I would ask that you dial down the questioning during your further opportunities, Anna. I didn't ask one goddamn question, bitch. You were the one that was asking the questions. Or more, well, yeah, you were asking the questions for me. You are a chip right off the old thrust. All right, so there's Muckingham Files Part 1. Part 2 deals with a paintball arena, a Spanish villa on Jefferson Avenue, no less, and an excavator. So let's see here. Dan von Beethoven, Felicia Margarita, and Maureen Hamilton. Welcome, Powerwasher, to the home of splattered dreams and bruised egos, the Muckingham Mustangs Paint Bowl. I'm sure this commission must come as something of a surprise. After all, what alerts you to the fact that you're entering the fray better than being surrounded by the vestiges of years of combat? I, for one, feel all the hairs on my neck, back, and shoulders bristle as soon as I see that minecart caked in the misses of my enemies. But needs must. We have a score to settle with the Tergento Dragon Slayers, and for this we're going to need a completely spotless battlefield. 100 shots each, count the hits and the misses, one winner, no arguments. All right, let's at least get this one started. We'll go ahead and get this one started. Like, oh God, I am just like right on in it. I'm not a sentimental person, nothing could be further from the truth, but it's still going to be sad seeing these amazing memories get washed away. You want to hear some stories about them? No? All right, again, it's a big area, and you would think that the paint would be super sticky, but it's not. It's actually rather easy to clean. Provided you can even get to some of the parts. Okay, the handles are just part of the gate. Good. You guys really go in for the Wild West vibe, huh? I know, usually they're like, oh, hey, you know, you got to do the handles separate. Well, that's all part of the wall. Okay. Yes, the saloon. Yep. I mean, what else are you going to have in a Wild West town? You got the bank, you got, you know, you've got the entrance, the bank, and then the saloon. I mean, okay, you probably have a jail as well somewhere, but... And you really should have a general store if you're going to have a town. Wow, okay. This is a bit much. I mean, I guess you gotta have things to duck behind. Of course, the gnome is wanted. I figured it was gonna be like wanted. Buford Thrust for cattle rustling. Well, I guess the Thrust family would actually probably be in charge of the bank. Ulysses being sheriff? Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I've been playing way too much Red Dead Redemption 2 not to know what you put in a western town. I see where we need to hit now. Is part of where we need to hit? There we go. Let's see, if it's gonna be a Wild West, a Western town and stuff like that, you gotta have horse poop. You have to have horse poop all over the place as a slipping hazard. Oh, this is specifically paintball grime. That's usually just called paint. Wow, they even have a hitching post. These guys really went all in. And a water trough. I mean, most of the paintball stuff that I've seen is like usually like out in like a small wooded area with foxholes and stuff like that. Not like, hey, it's a big old like fucking jungle gym and stuff. Fort Red. Fort Blue. Victory's Mine. Very cute. Very cute. I can't help but feel like this was heavily inspired by Team Fortress. There we go. All right. Well, I think that's where we're going to end for today. We got a ways into this already. I mean, you know, we could do like the cactus, I guess. Yeah. But yeah, it's like, this is not going to be a really bad start. Like, it's fairly easy going. It's not like, oh, hey, there's a bunch of rust and grime and stuff like that. Fucking like that satellite dish was monumentally tougher than just about everything else in the DLC. All right, so we should be able to jump up here, jump up here, jump up here. Yeah. All right, so yeah, but we still have the mine, the forts, the mine, and all of that stuff. But that's gonna have to wait until Sunday because we're all out of time for today. As always, thank you guys very much for watching. If you liked the video, don't forget to hit the like button. If you're new here, don't forget to prod that subscribe button. If you want to be kept up to date of when we go live and stuff like that, make sure to ring the bell, but also check out the social media links down below. That's our Facebook page, Twitter account, Tumblr account, Blue Sky account, and the permanent invite for our Discord server, where I try to make sure to notify you guys of when we go live and stuff like that. For example, Sunday at 8 p.m. Central Time, we'll be back with more Red Dead Redemption 2. Probably focusing more on the story, maybe trying to finish up some of the taxidermy stuff. And then that following midnight, we'll be back with more Powerwash Simulator. All that so that you can stay tuned for more from Ollamh Productions. Oh.